Out in the wild, I've learned the hard way that being prepared is everything. Whether you're facing a flash flood in the Amazon or a snowstorm in the Himalayas, having the right gear can mean the difference between making it out alive or, well, in the concrete jungle, it's really no different. Disasters can strike anytime, anywhere. And trust me, you don't want to be caught with your pants down when the unexpected hits. In today's video, we're diving into the top 10 prepper supplies you need to stockpile before the next crisis hits. These are the essentials, the non-negotiables, the things that might just save your bacon when the going gets tough. We're talking water, food, shelter, the works. So, whether you're a seasoned prepper or just starting out, stick around and let's get prepared and maybe have a little fun along the way. All right, let's kick things off with the most vital element for survival. Water. Remember, you can last weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Trust me, I've been there. In a crisis, your regular water supply could be compromised or completely cut off. That's where a reliable water filtration system comes in. Think of it as your trusty sidekick, filtering out all the nasty stuff, bacteria, viruses, you name it, and giving you safe drinking water. There are tons of options out there that span from portable water filters to gravity-fed systems. Do your research, choose one that suits your needs and budget, and learn how to use it properly. And here's a pro tip. Always have a backup plan. Stock up on some water purification tablets, or better yet, learn how to make your own water filter using natural materials. It could be a lifesaver in a pinch. Remember, when it comes to water, it's better to have too much than not enough. Now, let's move on to keeping those bellies full when the going gets tough. Picture this, the power's out, the shops are closed, and your stomach's rumbling louder than a grizzly bear in an empty cave. Not a good situation to be in, right? That's why stocking up on non-perishable food is crucial. We're talking about the kind of food that can last for months, even years, without spoiling. Think canned goods like beans, soups, vegetables, and fruits. They're packed with nutrients and can provide much needed energy when you need it most. Don't forget about dried foods like rice, beans, pasta, and oats. They're lightweight, compact, and can be easily prepared with a little bit of water and heat. And for a tasty treat, throw in some jerky, trail mix, or dried fruit. A little morale boost can go a long way when you're facing a crisis. Remember, variety is key. Stock up on a range of foods that you and your family actually enjoy eating. Next up, we're going to patch you up and get you ready for whatever life throws your way. Out in the wild, I've had my fair share of scrapes, cuts, and burns. It's all part of the adventure, right? But even a small injury can quickly become serious if you're not prepared. That's why a comprehensive first aid kit is an absolute must-have in any prepper's arsenal. And when I say comprehensive, that is exactly what I mean. We're talking bandages, gauze, antiseptic wipes, pain relievers, allergy medication, the works. You never know what kind of medical situation you might encounter, so it's best to be prepared for anything. Don't forget about any personal medications that you or your family members might need. Keep a supply on hand and make sure it's up to date. Having a well-stocked first aid kit can mean the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major disaster. Next up, we're going to equip you with a tool that's as versatile as a Swiss Army knife. In the wilderness, a good multi-tool is worth its weight in gold. It's like having a whole toolbox right there in your pocket. And believe me, in a crisis, you'll be amazed at how many uses you'll find for this little lifesaver. We're talking pliers for cutting wire or fixing broken gear, a knife blade for everything from preparing food to defending yourself, a screwdriver for those unexpected repairs, and a can opener for, well, opening cans. You get the idea. Choose a multi-tool that's sturdy, reliable, and has all the essential functions you might need. Keep it in a readily accessible place, like your backpack or your belt loop, so it's always within reach when you need it most. Now let's tune into the outside world and make sure you're in the know. Imagine this. The power's out, your phone's dead, and you have no way of knowing what's happening in the outside world. It's a recipe for fear and uncertainty. That's where an emergency radio comes in. Look for a hand crank or solar-powered radio that can receive AM, FM, and ideally NOAA weather alerts. This way you can stay informed about potential dangers, evacuation orders, or rescue efforts. Knowledge is power, especially in a crisis. An emergency radio can be your lifeline to the outside world, providing crucial information and helping you make informed decisions. Up next, we're shedding some light on a crucial element of preparedness. When the grid goes down and the lights go out, you don't want to be fumbling around in the dark. Trust me, I've been there, and it's not fun. That's why having a reliable flashlight, or even better, multiple flashlights, is essential. Choose LED flashlights for their long battery life and durability. Keep one by your bedside, one in your emergency kit, and maybe even stash one in your car. And don't forget about batteries. Stock up on plenty of extra batteries in various sizes to power all your devices. Remember, in a crisis, even a little bit of light can be a beacon of hope and safety. Next up, we're going to make sure you stay warm and comfortable, even when the elements are against you. Chapter 7. Warm clothing and blankets. Beating the cold when it counts. Whether you're facing a winter storm or a sudden drop in temperature, staying warm is crucial for survival. Hypothermia is a real danger, and it can set in quickly. That's why having appropriate clothing and blankets is non-negotiable in any prepper's kit. We're talking layers of warm clothing, hats, gloves, scarves, and thick socks. Wool and synthetic fabrics are your best bet, as they provide insulation even when wet. And don't forget about a good sturdy blanket or two. A Mylar thermal blanket is a compact and lightweight option that can reflect your body heat back to you, keeping you warm in even the most frigid conditions. Now let's talk about something that might not be life or death, but it's definitely important for your well-being. Listen, I know things can get a little messy in a survival situation. You're focused on the essentials: water, food, shelter. But trust me, maintaining personal hygiene is about more than just feeling fresh. It's about staying healthy and preventing the spread of germs. Pack a dedicated hygiene kit with essentials like soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and wet wipes. These items can make a world of difference in your overall comfort and well-being, especially in a stressful crisis situation. And hey, a little bit of normalcy can go a long way in boosting morale. Up next, we're going to spark up a conversation about a vital element of survival: fire. It's more than just a source of warmth. It's a symbol of hope, a tool for cooking, a way to purify water, and a signal for help. In a survival situation, fire can be your best friend, but starting a fire without matches or a lighter can be a real challenge. That's exactly why it's crucial to have multiple ways to start a fire in your prepper supplies. Pack waterproof matches, a few reliable lighters, and a fire starting kit with a ferrocerium rod and tinder. Practice using your fire starting tools before you need them. It could save your life when it matters most. And finally, let's talk about something no one wants to think about, but it's always better to be prepared. Look, I'm not saying you need to become a martial arts expert overnight, but in a crisis situation, it's important to be able to protect yourself and your loved ones. Having a few basic self-defense items on hand can provide an extra layer of security. A can of pepper spray is a good deterrent, and a whistle can be used to call for help or scare off attackers. Remember, self-defense is about awareness, avoidance, and de-escalation. But if you ever find yourself in a dangerous situation, having these tools at your disposal could make all the difference. Now let's wrap things up. So there you have it, 10 essential prepper supplies that could mean the difference between weathering the storm and getting swept away. Remember, being prepared isn't about living in fear. It's about taking responsibility for your safety and the well-being of your loved ones. It's about having the knowledge, skills, and equipment to face the unexpected with confidence and resilience. So start building your prepper supplies today. You never know when they might come in handy. Thanks for watching. Make sure you don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss a single video that could help you save your life. You got a story about a situation that you were prepared for or weren't prepared for, please put that in the comments. I would love to hear it. Stay safe and stay prepared.